First, Florida lawmakers pushing back on Governor Ron DeSantis' special session to tackle immigration, issuing a sharp rebuke to the governor this morning in Tallahassee. Good evening. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
And I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us. Investigative reporter Terry Parker joining us live tonight. And Terry, the session didn't last long before lawmakers took matters into their own hands.
Right. Even though lawmakers in Tallahassee rejected the governor's version of the special session, they quickly set about doing their own version, tackling the same subject, illegal immigration.
I do not believe that we, as elected officials, should slip into a special session and in a couple of days try to ram through changes to laws that affect the rights of the very voters who sent us here to Tallahassee.
And with that, the Republican leader of the Florida House gavelled out of Governor DeSantis' special session and announced they would work on their own bill to assist President Trump's immigration reform. And the Republican leader of the Senate did the same.
I want to be careful that we don't do anything to undermine President Trump's very good plan. I won't stand for that.
The lawmakers are now working on a bill named after President Trump, which includes more than $500 million to help state and local authorities deal with illegal immigration and would increase penalties against undocumented immigrants who vote illegally, among other provisions. Representative Kelly Skidmore says the changes might have something to do with the leaders' egos.
They support President Trump and his initiatives and around closing the borders and creating some better measures of enforcement for immigration. But they don't want to take up what the governor is putting down. They want their independence.
Governor DeSantis did respond on social media, posting that though the Florida legislature's leadership initially said the call for a special session on immigration enforcement was premature, they have now finally agreed to come in and do their job. DeSantis did say the lawmakers' version was weaker than he would like.
But we are on the floor tomorrow. And there will probably be additional amendments. But even if every Democrat voted no, which I'm not sure that's what will happen, this would overwhelmingly pass.
And after it passes, the House Speaker says he expects this all to be wrapped up by Wednesday at the latest. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.